It all started when Iberville colony got too crowded and they decided they needed to split. So in 1958 they went out and bought land here about 5 minutes from River Hills. They started working with all they had, and then in 1961 the first couple people moved up here. They didn't have many buildings and just a house for a school. The teacher lived upstairs and the few kids that were here he taught downstairs. In 1963 they started pulling in houses so more people could move here and so they could start up businesses. So in 1967 everything was completely splitted equally, including people. There were 40 people per colony, 40 here and 40 in Iberville. So that's how Whiteshell was established. Later on we built our chair making industry.
Where did you get the name Pipestone from? Waarom is het starten geweest was zo kaas? Oh, but is it really niet Pipestone kaas? Is it Clearview kaas? Dit maar Clearview kaas. Describe the weather in Pipestone. Haas. Near Craig. Severe sandstorms. How was your house in Pipestone? Is je trader geweest? Voor de overhoek en die rondtafel gezogen?
Waarom alles samen van scrambled eggs?
3 rooms, 3 bedrooms.
Und the Scheißheiß.
Und the sitting room and the washroom. That's a story recorded, the washroom. How was the land in Whiteshell different from the land in Pipestone? It's colossant geweest. Han har kroppsgeziegelt, i Frühling ist Gräner aufgekommen und ist verdrückelt.
Wir waren noch fertig, wo die Sonne was hätte ausgearbeitet und es hätte mich so wie Watt sitzen. Man kann das sonntag gewesen, wir hätten das noch zu lange.
Kind of crops. No kind of crops coat, there were no crops. Die kamt seine Fuß hoch waren. That was it. En als je hem van verdrikt hebt, zie je stylish mocht dat zijn, niet dat?
Ja.
Bona.
Dan zal je het zo niet, ongeveer roos. Het kan regen komen.
Niet maar kareen koop.
There was no rain. Months and
Maar
months
Boltje
and
zo
months.
kareen gekend, is het zich aangetrieb. Gedonderd die was het weer, was kareen vol. Maar ze kreeg was echt al eens anders geweest, maar ze niet kreeg. 5 jaar hardly ever rain koop. When did you realize that it wasn't going to work? Probably van aan. Because er is niks gedaan voor. Niks gebouwd. Die hebben ausgesteckt voor de Schweinstel. Aber aus der Schweinstel is niks voor. Because is niet nooit boos geweest, for one. Ja, nog op rafters gemacht. How many families lived in Pipestone? There's 70 katten, the Albert at the Kelly, the Harry at the Irma, the John at the Becky, the Macron at the Catherine, and meer. Did you immediately start farming and building in Clearview? It's Carlon geweest zu farmen for one. Und sie haben dort diese Schweine set up gewesen, alte Eukronta. Was sie richtig hat mit Stau fix, aber sie haben Focken geziegelt. Und dann haben sie mit der Zeit die zweite Schweine set up hingestellt, die kleine. Was life hard in Pipestone? It had its good and its bad, so wie überall. How long were you in Pipestone? 5 years.
In 1981, it was decided that we were big enough to make our own sister colony. So once again, land was bought, but this time it was near Elm Creek, Manitoba, which would now be Clearview Colony. The two colonies splitted in 1983 in the same process as before, except everything was practically built new. The sister colony still needed much support from its mother colony till all things were in place. Everything that Whiteshell had was equally split with Clearview. Whiteshell has also suffered some tragic events. In 1996, we switched from telephone poles to underground power. At the very last pole, it collapsed, hitting our colony boss, paralyzing him. He was immediately rushed to the hospital and has been in a wheelchair ever since. To this day, he is still our boss. In 1995, another tragedy happened. Two brothers, ages 4 and 5, named Matthew and Lucas Gross, went to the lagoon, which was our hockey rink at the time. In the middle of the lagoon was a hole. Their puck fell through and they went after it. They both fell through. Their father saw this and got Lucas out. He took him to the nearest building, but unfortunately it was too late. The lagoon toxins choked him. In 2017, a few of our men were finishing putting up rafters for our new shop. While working, a default rafter collapsed, taking down the entire shop after a year of building. Fortunately, the 10 guys working there were on the last couple of rafters that didn't collapse, so none of them were harmed. And now for our businesses. We own our chair shop, tables and carpentry, powder coating, poultry, homestyle roofing, welding and laser cutting, and a big display of outdoor furniture. Our now finished new shop was a huge step towards the future for Whiteshell Colony.